We continue our Vietnam veteran interviews, and this week, Kinzey Dutler interviews Wayne Dose. Wayne built a variety of modular-style buildings that aircrafts parked in while out at sea, as well as barracks that the military stayed in while serving overseas.
Hi, I'm Kinzey Dutler, and I'm a junior at Ridgeview High School. I had the opportunity to interview Wayne Dose in early May. He was enlisted and stepped up to do his duty. Where did you specifically serve, and what was it like there?
I served as a A&G, Air National Guard in Sioux City. The day before my 21st birthday, the Navy lost their boat. I always loved to rib the Navy guys, but they lost the Pueblo in North Korea, and the Sioux City A&G was activated, and so I spent quite a bit of time there. Then we were doing some TDY assignments, that's temporary duty assignments. My first one was at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. I wasn't there very long. My second assignment, TDY, was in Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. We spent a lot of time there. We were building what they called Modulux barracks. These barracks came in on trucks, and then we would erect them, and they could be any type of a barracks. They could be a room for like 2 guys with latrine, or 4 guys a latrine, or complete open bay with latrines, however the plans wanted to go. We spent a lot of time in Las Vegas building those and learning. And then when I come back, I was back for a short time, and I was selected for a group called Red Horse. Now, it's kind of new to a lot of people. In the Navy, it's called CBs. We're kind of the same group of people. But from there, I went to Eglin Air Force Base in Pensacola, Florida. And that's where I did my Red Horse training. I was the equipment operator. I run all kinds of equipment. I was licensed and stuff for about everything that the Air Force had in that line of duty. And I was there, I think, probably about a month or 6 weeks. Our training there, like I said, was just, you run the equipment. They basically showed you how to start it, shut it off, and move it across or whatever. But we had a lot of other training that went with it. We were building, I don't think any of this is all classified anymore, but we used to build revetments. And what a revetment is a fancy word for a garage for an airplane. Each airplane had their own little garage. So in event of a war, like at Pearl Harbor when one went, it was kind of a domino effect. Well, this here, you parked each plane got a revetment. And we also was trained on part of the Red Horse deal. Now, Red Horse stands for Rapid Emergency Deployment of Heavy Operational Repair Service and Equipment. I think it's changed. It's very active yet today, both foreign and domestic. And but we also was trained, like if we was in a war zone, the airstrip got blew up, we were there to repair it with PSP planking or AM2 matting at that time, and it was something to get the birds back on the ground or off the ground or whatever. That was our main responsibility when you're there, is for aircraft support. So, and then from there, after my training in Florida, I was on the advanced party, and I ended up in Gwangju, Korea. So that's where I spent a lot of my time over there. So, and over there we built Modulux, and we built a lot of other, we built several barracks, but we also built a chow hall, we built PX, Base Exchange. That's our little grocery store. And if you wanted any commodities or whatever, this is where you get them at, would be at the BX. And a few of the other things that was on base. So that's where I spent a lot of my time.
I can never see you getting in trouble, but did you ever get caught breaking any rules or get away with something you weren't supposed to?
I really honestly don't think I ever have. We had our fun. There's some days I know when we had our fun, but I don't think I had it made. I mean, I tried to follow the rules as much as possible, and you know, my commanding officer had a little bit of a sense of humor. He always said, we're gonna work hard and we're gonna play hard. And so while we were working, we worked hard, and when our time was off, when we wanted to play, he never really said much, as long as it was within line, you know. I absolutely never tolerated any fights or anything like that, you know, but still, no, I've never had any problems like that.
Is it find the most difficult to communicate or put into words about your experience?
I guess the only thing I can say, my time in the service was probably better than a lot of people. I've got a lot of brothers and sisters that came back with a flag draped over their coffin.
I want to thank Wayne for coming in on his spare time to share his experiences with us and helping me better understand the Vietnam War.
Thank you, Wayne, for sharing your Red Horse training experiences and for constructing so many of the military buildings that were used by our armed forces. Next week, we'll have Brooklyn Alber's interview with Frank Huth.